Welcome everybody to another Voice of Nick video editing show. We're going to be doing more Metal Gear 2 review. We have this note here to delete our working files playlist, which I'm pretty sure we did. But since I didn't delete the tag, I'm just going to check. We did delete it. Okay, good. So we're going to get rid of this marker. Now on our thing over here, we're going to display proxy. Then we got to add this to the front. Get rid of this size. So now you can see all these proxies are attached, which we created in the previous one. Let's put in this clip. Oh wait, no, this does not go there. Now these we can make proxies for, but we don't need to do that right now. We're only going to use clips for like, you know, kind of like specific moments. Mostly like the parts that go between thoughts. So we're going to save our changes to this workspace and then keep going. All right, here we go. So we essentially just need to keep adding B-roll until there ain't no more B-roll to add.
Storyline in Metal Gear 2. The storyline in Metal Gear 2 is way more involved than it was in Metal Gear 1.
Okie dokie.
It is the late 1990s. The world is embarking on stability. Conflicts are made on. Regional conflicts are being resolved. The threat of nuclear war is now. The storyline in Metal Gear 2 is way more involved.
So let's give this.
The storyline in Metal Gear 2 is way more involved than it was.
Okay, good. We're not going to make that the first clip though. So where would there be some story stuff?
Killed, but not by them. A country. What are you saying? Snake, after you destroyed NATO, launched a massive bombing campaign. After you destroyed Metal Gear, NATO launched a massive bombing campaign.
Okay, this will go into the part about the war orphans.
And is in tandem creating another Metal Gear. Storyline really starts to matter. In Metal Gear 2, I feel like this is the moment when Kojima, I brought him there, and this is where the series is that the stealth can actually punch the wall. Complexity to the stealth, it just makes it get in there, save the people, get out. Complex. Actually, one of the really interesting Heaven Complex actually created a bunch of game. You learn that the NATO bombing that took place at the end of Metal Gear 1, taking out the Outer Heaven Complex, at the end of Metal Gear 1, taking out the Outer Heaven Complex.
I guess we could also put in a clip from Metal Gear 1, but I kind of am against that because it might kind of get confusing of like, which game am I looking at? So now we want to find footage of us in the basement. Maybe we can see some of these kids that hang out in basement 2. And you can see now we're able to scrub through with no problems at all, which is pretty important. This is why we made proxies.
Vietnamese POWs were used during the Korean War. Before that,
now we're gonna have a hard time conveying this story stuff because a lot of the story stuff is kind of blocked visually by my head, you know, because I'm voicing it.
Precisely. Metal Gear is a nuclear.
So we can't really show it that much.
the storyline in Metal Gear 2 is a crisis. Oil is running out, and this one scientist.
All right, do we really need to? Okay, well, first let's just look for this stuff. I don't know how I'm gonna convey the story stuff, really. All right, how do we see these kids?
There are lots of living in Zanzibar land. There works hurt you.
There's one.
On the next week.
Okay, we gotta find a part navigating the swamp. This will be it. This was when we saw the kids walking around. Yeah.
Very far. Put them in just because they had nowhere to. Complex actually created a. Out the Outer Heaven complex actually created a bunch of orphans, and one taking out the Outer Heaven complex actually created a bunch of
See if we can see us talking to this kid. Did I ever go talk to this kid in this one? I think we did that later. Oh no, we did. Nope, no, we didn't do it here. Oh yeah, we would have. So we did, but it's too visually similar. Okay, we're getting too picky choosy about this. It's too early in the process to be hunting and pecking for Calypso specifically.
I know what that is. Of orphans, and Big Boss took them in just because they had nowhere to go. So it kind of.
You know what's going to save us a lot of time? Let's set all these clips. I think you can say modify interpret footage, conform to, no, not that, not time code. Okay, instead of that, we're going to take our sequence settings. We're going to set this to be 720. Because we're not really buying anything by making this 1080, because the streams, oh god, the streams are in 720. So the footage is all just scaled up. So all we have to do is then take all these clips of my face. Oh wait, the one thing we want to do though is it's not actually 100%, it's like a little bit higher than that, I think. Is it like this? That's what we had it at, yeah. So that's essentially exactly what it is. So now, instead of this, oh god, we want to remove the attributes of motion, then paste the attributes of this one that we just did. Good. And now we don't have to do this stupid resizing every single time. I don't know what was going through my head when I thought that was a good idea.
Created a bunch of orphans, and Big Boss took them in just because they had nowhere to.
Okay, now we just start adding clips
Here,
as
down.
much as we possibly can. Do not have to get picky choosy about it.
Movie influences. There's a big Terminator influence. You can actually punch the walls, and the guards will come running towards the area where the wall was punched. So, you know, guards on all of these 9 screens. A lot of shades of gray going on with these characters. A completely different game. Played a game called Metal Gear 2. It's actually a completely different game. Actually a completely different game than the one. Played a game called Metal Gear 2. It's actually a completely different game than the one that Kojima. Played a game called Metal Gear 2. It's actually a completely.
This will probably be Wikipedia article. Similar to what we did in the Metal Gear 1 video. All right, cool. We got a lot of stuff to add. We should really just go through this from the beginning. So we'll put a bookmark here. And ladies and gents, we have proxied our clips. We have gone through some stuff. We found some clips. We reorganized some things. And now we're closing out this episode. So we're going to be adding B-roll to this, you know, for the next couple of episodes, then posting this on YouTube, of course. So if you want to see where these videos get posted, you can go on YouTube and search for Voice of Nick Vlogs. That's the name of this YouTube channel that we make these for. Or you can click the link that I'm going to post in the chat here. This is a link to our newest video on the channel, which is our classic game review of Metal Gear 1. So give that channel a subscribe on YouTube if you have not done so already. There's already 8 videos on there. This will soon be the 9th. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.